Welcome to Changfied YouTube channel, your trusted source for latest updates across South Sudan and beyond. Today we bring you important and serious news coming from South Sudan. There are two major stories that we will talk about in this video. First, we look at the renewed violence in Tonj County, Warab State, where many lives have been lost and many other injured. Second, we will also talk about growing political tension in the country. This is about a proposed change to the 2018 peace agreement, which has now created debate between government leader, civil society group, and peace partner. We will explain everything in simple way that everyone can understand clearly what is happening and why it matters. Before we proceed, if you are new to Changfied YouTube channel, I would like you to help the channel by subscribing, turn on the notification bell, so whenever we upload a new video, you can be notified. Let's begin our report with the violence in Tonj East. A report coming from Warab State say that violence has returned again in Tonj East County. This violence happened in two separate incidents within a few days, and sadly, many people have died while others are injured. Authorities said at least 47 people lost their life, and dozens more are now receiving treatment for injuries. This has caused fear and sadness among local communities. The most serious fighting happened on 25 April 2026 in a place called Tonj. In this incident, two communities groups became involved in violent clashes. These groups are Luanjang community, a section of Ane Atta community, especially the Akok section of Greater Jalwao. The fighting between these groups became very deadly. According to government officials, around 40 people were killed from both sides. About 44 people were injured. This means many families have lost loved ones and many others are now in pain and confusion. The Warab State Information Minister Ul Mayom confirmed the incident. He explained that local authorities and security forces were quickly sent to the area to try to control the situation. He says security teams were able to enter the affected areas and bring some level of calm after the violence spread. He also said the situation is now slowly becoming stable again, but tension still remains in the community. Government officials strongly condemn the violence and call it very disturbing. They say this kind of fighting should not return after a period of peace. Just before the major clash, another violent attack happened on 23rd April 2026. This time, the attack was in Tabar village, Nyagok Payam. Unlike the first case, this attack was carried out by unidentified armed men. In this attack, 7 civilians were killed. Among them were 3 children and 2 women. 5 other people were injured during the attack. This incident shocked many people because the attackers were not identified. Officials say the suspects are still unknown and have not been arrested. The government has launched an investigation to find out who is responsible for this attack. Officials say they are trying to understand what is causing this sudden return of violence in the area. They describe it as a very worrying pattern of insecurity. Authorities are now calling for calm and asking communities not to continue fighting while investigation continue. Let's look at the impact on communities. These events have deeply affected families in Tonj East. Many people have lost relatives and have been forced to flee their homes, suffered injuries, and live in fear of more attacks. Local life has been disrupted and people are now calling for peace and protection. This situation is not just about one county. It shows a bigger challenges in South Sudan, how fragile peace can be, how quickly violence can return, and now and how important it is for community to solve conflict peacefully. Now we move to our second major story. Before we proceed, if you are new here to Changfied YouTube channel, I would like you to help the channel by subscribing, turn on the notification bell, so whenever we upload a new video, you can be notified. Let's look at our second story, debate over peace agreement. There is now serious political debate in South Sudan about a proposed change to the 2018 peace agreement, known as the revitalized peace agreement that was signed by Salva Kiir Mayardit and Dr. Machar. This agreement is very important because it helped bring peace after years of conflict. But now a new bill has been introduced in parliament to change some part of it. There is a warning from civil society. A well-known civil society activist, Edmund Yakani, has raised concern about this proposed change. He is calling on President Salva Kiir Mayardit to withdraw the bill from parliament. He said the process being used is not following the correct peace procedures. Well, what is the main issues here? The biggest concern is about two important articles in the peace agreement, Article 8.2 and Article 8.3. These articles deal with how the agreement should be respected, how changes to the agreement should be made. The proposed bills are just removing or changing this part. Many people believe this could weaken the peace agreement. According to a peace expert, any change to the agreement should first be discussed in the peace monitoring body, and they agreed by all parties, and then sent to government institution. But critics say this process was not fully followed. Many peace observers and international partners are worried. They fear that the peace process may lose trust, international support may reduce, and the agreement may become weaker. Some people say this could affect the future of election and stability. Edmund Yakani is asking President Salva Kiir Mayardit to pause the bill, call a joint meeting with peace bodies, make sure all sides agree before moving forward. He says peace must be protected through cooperation, not rush decision. However, the parliament has defended the process. Officials say the proposal was approved by senior government meeting. It was also approved by the council minister, so parliament is allowed to debate it. They say the bill will be discussed soon in a full session. If the bill passes, it may separate election from constitution making, allow election to happen under the whole constitution, delay population census to later government, and shorten voter registration timeline. So supporters say this may help speed up election. Critics say it may reduce long-term stability. Now we come to a very important question. Can peace in South Sudan continue smoothly if key political leaders are still divided on or not fully involved? Some people are also asking about political figures and whether unity among leaders is needed for peace to succeed. What is clear is this: peace agreement only work when leaders trust each other, communities are included, rules are followed, and violence is avoided. Without these things, peace becomes difficult to maintain. Today we look at two major issues. In Tonj, violence has caused death, injuries, and fear among communities. In Juba, political debate over the peace agreement is creating tension among leaders and stakeholders. Both stories show one important truth: peace is very fragile and must be protected carefully. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.